question, if we have the actual ability to be spiritual, why are we oppressed? The reason why we are oppressed is not because we don't have the ability to be intellectual. We can be intellectual, and if you notice, black people fill every position in the world except vice president and president. Everything else we got. That ought to let you know, and we could probably run the presidency better than the white man because we're going to be fair about it. Whereas his president is based on exploitation because you don't get in that chair now unless you take an oath with the Illuminati and be one with the New World Order. But let's deal with this. The reason why we have been oppressed because we're thinking we need to be the best we can be based on the intellect that the white boy gives us, which is only 33 degrees of what he learned from us in the first place. But we don't understand the reason why we're oppressed is the simple fact that we have lost the aspects of spirituality. Now, when we still say black people are more spiritual, no, you were talking about based on fundamentalism, how you feel. Yes, the spirit is in you. That's called edukari, to draw out. You got the 360 degrees in you. But that's to draw out. But what we're talking about here is when you go into the fundamentalism, yeah, you read the Bible, and yes, there's something spiritual in you that makes you even better than the white Christian, but that is not even tapping into the real spirituality, because most Christians, when you start talking about real spiritual things, astral planes, Buddhic planes, etheric planes, the Devashanic planes, the hierarchy of Sirius, disappearing, living underwater, living under the dirt, not breathing, not eating, never eating again in your life, then they say you crazy. So it's one thing to talk about spirituality and to have what you call religious ceremony. It's another thing of transforming yourself to another level. Now, back to the one little thing before we get off this here. Why are black people oppressed? Because black people have lost the physical and spiritual ability to be none other than God, because it's not written in your law that ye are God. So what is the black man capable of doing? The black man is not just capable of running a doggone society. We've done that before, and the white man just copying us and doing a bad job of it. But black man is capable of running the universe, and everything you see the animals that can do out here, black people can do. We can fly, we can shake shit. So we're talking about a whole nother consciousness. Now, the key to the whole thing is this. This is the key on why we have failed. Number one, the vibratory rate had fallen, and so it was inevitable. We was going to fall anyway, because that's a process of devolution. Just like the earth goes to sleep and things, we go through a transformation stage where we go through a metamorphosis and we go through a hibernation stage, because we are spiritual people, and we are earth's people, and we are cosmic people, and the cycles of time, you go into hibernation stages as well as rebirth. So there's a darkness period, so it was going to come anyway. You see what I'm saying? The key why we cannot make it and why we are oppressed, because we are thinking that success in this society is to be like the white boy as far as running the society, and that is the lowest level of society. We're only basing that off materialism, and materialism is the lowest part of the planet, of the cosmos. The physical plane is the lowest part. That's the dead part. But we have gone through the materialistic part. That's what we have when we see the physical structures of Egypt. Now it's time to go back to the spiritual parts. We have outgrown what you know of as physical life on this planet, but by us being spiritual beings, because we have a black dot in us, it's time for us to go to the other level on which we were when we first came on the planet. You see. So we didn't come on the planet as physical beings of what you see Egypt. We came on the planet as spiritual beings, and we went into what you call Egypt when the vibratory rate slowed down. That was our physical existence, and we lasted for a couple of thousand years in the physical. But now it's time to go back to the spiritual on what we first did when we came into the planet, when we were the gods of the universe. So we have outgrown this. So now we understand the reason why the white boy is trying to hold on to all of this, for the simple fact he is only on the physical level, and he can't get to that level because he don't have the black dot. He doesn't have the chaos black dot of the chaos sphere. But we do. So now what's happened with black people are following white people, and we're thinking we needed economics, we need all of the things that we have outgrown. We have gone through that stage. We don't need that anymore. Now, the Brotherhood is saying it's time for you to take back your planet and be the rightful rulers. That's the same thing when you look at the gods in Egypt and what they used to do, or either look at the Greek gods. Real key, because see, what you don't realize, the Greek gods come from Egypt. And when you look at what Zeus and Apollo and all them used to do with those particular stories, or with Isis and Osiris. That's the stuff that we do, because the gods is nothing we're talking about a race of people who fell. You see, from the universal prime creator. So now, if the Bible says, is it not written in your law that ye are gods, a God is not supposed to live like the white boy. We're supposed to live better than that. You see what I'm saying? So in actuality, so this is what's going on at this particular time. You see, we have outgrown this. There's another stage that we're trying to go in, and nobody's dealing with that, but everybody is still trying to deal with the physical illusions. And the physical illusion is death. What you know of life on this planet is actually death. And what you know of that you are calling dead is actually life. So the people on the other side are saying, we're the ones that's living, you're the one that's dead, because you're not using 1/10 of your damn brain power. So therefore, there's a whole other realm. It's almost as to say that we're asleep, and we're still trying to transform this physical by trying to transform the physical by doing physical and social and political and economical and mundane things. Whereas you transform the physical by going into the room, going into your mind and going into another room. And when you go into another room, what you think is the physical is the illusion, and that disappears. That's called Maya in India.